Alright, time to add some color to all of the optical illusion art we've been working on. I'm Geeky Bet, and let's get coloring. You can see I've already started this one, so that I can show you a little bit of a finished product and move through it faster. So I'm going to use rainbow colors, and I'm using CrazArt color pencils that I found at Walmart for 50 cents on the back to school sale. I have colored in pink, red, orange, and now yellow. And I am doing the shading that makes the optical illusion art pop. That's looking so cool. Alright, so let's see. This is a rainbow, so Roy G. Green time. So for this project, all you need is a cheap set of colored pencils, or even regular pencil if you want to do it black and white. I am coloring lightly with a lighter color, in this case light green, or yellow, or pink, or light blue. There's my light green. Now I'm going to find my dark green, right here. And just here on the edges, I'm going to add some little feathery strokes of dark green. And I'm kind of using what I did on the yellow as a guide of where I need to stop, so that it all looks very similar. If you mess that part up, don't worry about it. You can always even it up or even go back in with an eraser to just gently even that out. Oh, it's looking so cool already. Alright, so the next color would be blue. We are going to use a light blue. My orange color pencil is running away from me here on the side. There we go. Wee color pencils. Alright, so here's a light blue. We're going to come in here with our light blue and do the exact same thing. Color across pretty evenly, looking for those little white spaces. I'm working fast because I don't want to spend all day uploading to YouTube. There we go. And I have a lot of videos to go up today. Alright, then I'm going to find a darker blue. And just like with the green and yellow, I'm just going to come in on the sides to color that. So when you use yellow, you can use orange or brown. Green, just find a darker green. Blue, find a darker blue. If you don't have a darker blue, you can sometimes even use purple, depending on the brand of color pencils. Orange, you can use a dark red or a brown. I used a brown here. I don't quite like it as much as how it looks with a red. I had a light red and a red hot red, and then pink and a little bit of red. So the next color, we're not going to do the indigo blue. We're just going to move straight on to violet, also known as purple, my favorite color. Now for purple, this set of colored pencils doesn't have a light purple and a dark purple. So there's two different ways that I can do this, and I'm going to show you both of them real quick. I can color light with my purple, come back in, and color it much darker with the same colored pencil. And it still looks really cool and still gives that same effect. Or I can grab a black, and I can come in lightly with a black to do the exact same thing. It just looks like a much darker purple when it's on top. So you can see, I can actually even layer them together to make a really nice dark purple, which is what I'm going to do for this one so that it looks even. Boom, dark purple. Isn't that neat? Now let's see, I started with pink in my rainbow, so I'm going to grab a pink real quick. And we're going to color that up. It's looking really neat already. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, then I'm going to come back in and grab my red. And following kind of where I did the purple color, I'm going to start the bottom that way and then go a little higher on the top, because as these loops get bigger, they need a little bit more shadow to make it work. Oh, that's looking so cool. I'm going to color over a little bit of that purple that fell out so it's not as noticeable. And our rainbow is growing. How cool is that? Alright, I'm going to switch to a different piece real quick so I can show you a little bit more coloring on this one. I'm just going to build this up real quick with a little bit of color. So there's multiple ways to lay your color down. You can lay all your light colors down first, and then go back and shade it. Or you can shade one at a time like I was doing on the other one. So on this one, I'm just going to start throwing my lighter colors down. There's light purple, light pink, light blue. I'm just going to go backwards on the rainbow. Light green. Yellow. Orange. Wee, orange. Making another escape orange. And red. And back to pink. So now that I have those colors thrown in, now I can go back real quick with my darker colors, or I can switch to black. When you add black to colors, you have to be very careful because black is so dark, you can pretty much immediately see if you go too dark. But if you come in real lightly with a little bit of black and you do little feather motions, just little lines on the edges, you can see already that just using one colored pencil on top, I can get that shading effect. And that's looking really cool. And this way, you don't have to keep switching colors. You can just grab your black and start going right on top to get that shadow. For white, all you need is a black. Instead of coloring it in, you leave it white. And I'll show you here at the very end of the pink that you just make the same motion right on the white space and it looks white. Look how cool that looks. I actually really like this with the black. And that way too you can fix up your shadow on the sides if you need to without having to change pencils. So if I'm going to do white, I just do exactly the same thing. I come in with my black on the side and here on the other side. And it gives us that awesome shaded effect. How cool is that? Alright, so I have been Geeky Bet. This is Optical Illusion Art and some really neat shading techniques. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.